Welcome to Department of Communication Studies. I am Dr. Tasha Singh, your course coordinator for Artificial Intelligence 5G, Augmented Reality and Virtual Reality. The course code is BAJC2027. Today, in this lecture, we are going to study about the meaning and definitions of artificial intelligence and 5G. The prerequisite for this course is that students should have sound knowledge of computer softwares and student should be able to read and write in English. See students, we are in a country where everything is given in English, even on the system. The softwares and Google, of course they have Hindi now, Hindi as one of the fonts, but what we find is that when we have to go for augmented reality, virtual reality, all the commands and everything and the software that we use are to be governed in English language. So you should have knowledge and sound practice of using English as a communicative language so that you can access those softwares and use them for performing various tasks. The topic that I am going to cover in this video lecture The topic that we are going to cover in this particular lecture is meaning of AI and 5G and definition of AI and 5G. The objective of this lecture is that it discusses the fundamental meaning of the uh, artificial intelligence and 5G, and it also discusses the definition of artificial intelligence and 5G. So when we talk about the meaning of AI, so in most of the basic sense, artificial intelligence is a tool that makes it possible for machines to learn from experience, adjust to new inputs and perform human-like tasks. And that is why we call it artificial intelligence, because the intelligence which the animals and human carry is natural intelligence, it is God gifted. But these are machines. So if we are trying to give them some commands, we are going to give them some processes, then it will lead to artificial intelligence because they will perform human-like tasks. AI is getting used across different industries, including finance, healthcare, then even in media, we are using artificial intelligence to a great level, and that is what we are going to understand in this subject. While the hype created around this technology is tremendous and unwarranted as it is still in its early stage. So we have to understand, because nowadays this has become a buzzword. Everybody is talking about artificial intelligence, but we have to see that it's a technology and a branch of computer science that deals with the study and development of intelligence machines and softwares, and it is the science of making a machine to think and act like an intelligent human being. How do they do that? Just take an example. When I say that they are given past experience. So past experience, how can a machine gain past experiences? By the inputs that will be fed into its directory. If I say that these are certain questions, like we always have FAQs in the website. What is FAQ? It's frequently asked questions. So we have those questions given into the website. If you are referring to the website and if you have any query, you go to the FAQ and find whether the question is there or not. Likewise, the machine can be given feedback of those prominent questions, the FAQs and their answers, so that anybody who is interacting with that particular machine, if he or she types a particular question which is there in the question bank, automatically it will reply back. So that is basically artificial intelligence, because you will see that if I have given a question and see people are reverting back to it. So this is artificial intelligence and how we are trying to make a machine think like human being. Artificial intelligence is impacting our life virtually, and AI has acted because the most drivers of emerging technologies like big data and robotics, and it will act as a technological innovator for the foreseeable future. Then, as we learn artificial intelligence characteristics and how to use it more effectively, the dynamic of our work and our workplaces are going to change forever. There are so many pages still to be unfolded, but all of this, while what we can say for AI for sure is the fun has just begun. So it's really an exploring field, and everybody is exploring the magic of AI. Now we should talk about the meaning of 5G. 5G is what? Fifth generation communication. So radio technologies have evidenced a rapid and a multi-directional evolution with the launch of analog cellular systems in 1980s. Thereafter, digital wireless communication systems are consistently on a mission to fulfill the growing need of human beings. We had 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, and now 5G. If we look back, we will find that every next decade, one generation is advancing in the field of mobile technology, starting from the first generation in the 1980s, second generation in 1990s, third generation in 2000, fourth generation in 2010, and now the fifth generation. We are advancing towards more and more sophisticated and smarter technology. So this is the meaning of 5G. It's a technology for communication. 5G is also advanced in terms of high increased peak bit rate, larger data volume per unit, then high capacity to allow more devices connectivity concurrently and instantaneously, lower battery consumption, better connectivity irrespective of the graphic region in which you are, a larger number of supporting device, lower cost of infrastructure development, high reliability of the communications. So this is like the advantages that we have with the 5G. And here before you is a definition of 5G. You can find many other authors also online where you will find the definitions with the quote and the name of the author. Okay. So students, let us have a summary of this lecture. While we are utilizing our cell phones, riding the web, purchasing items web-based, utilizing routes, sitting around while web-based networking media, or turning into tunes on our preferred music, spelling administration, AI is affecting our decision making somehow. When you are using some apps and all, maybe you go to YouTube Music, you will say that see that if you are selecting certain music, then automatically the suggestions and the recommendations will come of the similar kind of music. So what is that? That is AI which is enacting over there. Likewise, if you click on any website, probably that you are clicking on a e-shopping website, quickly you will check that the cloth that the item that you checked in that e-shopping website, the same item will start popping up whenever you are opening some other window, and the related advertisements will start surfacing on the web page in some other corners or scroll down. So this is AI which is working in behind and trying to track you, and whatever things that you choose, similar things are shown to you so that you can be involved for shopping. So basically, artificial intelligence uh, is there into everything around, into different forms of media, and this is going to uh, be our future. We are going to find that the usage of artificial intelligence is going to increase day by day. Even your mobile phones are having the artificial intelligence enabled softwares where you can see that automatically suggestions come to you, automatically changes happen. You can easily customize your options and operations on the mobile phone. So the summary says that artificial intelligence somewhere started something in 1956, but now it is being talked a lot about, and people are seriously thinking of making our life much easier with the help of AI. Though 5G technology is researched and conceptualized to solve all radio signal problems and hardship of mobile, so, because of some security reasons and lack of technological advancement is in most of the geographical regions, it has falling shortcomings. Technology is still under process and research on its viability is going on. The speed the technology is claiming seems difficult, or what it is claiming seems difficult to achieve in the future, or it might be because of the incompetent technological support in most of the part of the world. How far will 5G be viable? Will it be technology for some of the developed countries or developing countries that will also benefit from this? So these are certain thought-provoking matters and issues that we have to think before realizing that 5G will completely transform our life, because we need that much infrastructure. So these are for few questions for practice students. First question is, how far will 5G be viable? That is most important thing, because we have some of the parts in the world which are not having that much, they are not technologically that advanced, they are not having that much of infrastructure to support 5G. And for them, even there are places where even 3G has not yet is not yet fully functional. So for them, it is yet to be seen that if 5G will be viable or not. And the second question is, will it be the technology for some of the developed countries or developing countries that will get in benefits from this? And you have to suggest good and recent research papers on artificial intelligence and mass media. For that, you have to simply go to Google Scholar, identify some good research papers. In Google Scholar, type the keyword artificial intelligence, media. First, go to Google Scholar, type these keywords, and then you will get some good research papers. And you should download those research papers and try to understand and study that why and how 5G is being used in media. Okay. So students, thank you so much. I hope you have understood this lecture. If you have any queries, you can write your mail to tasha.singh@university.edu.in.